Good evening, everybody. My name is Stuart Lang. Today I'm going to talk about neutral charge. In last few episodes, I have talked about the 3 questions from the Simon Sinek's Golden Circle. I've talked about 5 questions of the Socratic questioning, and I also talk about the Devil's Advocate methodology. I have to add something to the Devil's Advocates episode. So, the 3 question plus a 5, the 3 plus 5, right? The 3 plus 5, 8 questions will give you simple answer, right? And then I say, if you want to get really deep answers, you need to employ Devil's Advocate methodology. And I didn't really tell you how to ask questions to be a devil's advocate, right? And what kind of questions you need to ask when you are in that role. It is the 3 plus 5 questions: what, why, how, challenging assumptions, seeking alternative, asking for evidence, forecasting consequence, reflecting on questionings. All these 8 questions is the questions that you need to ask when you are the devil's advocate. But becoming the devil's advocate, put yourself in the role. It's a different level. It's a different things, right? It will make you ask these 3 plus 5 questions more effectively and more interestingly, right? Okay. So after questioning, after debating with people, with the AI maybe, you have to come back, right? You have to come back to make decisions sometimes. So when we become the devil's advocate, we will choose a stance. We will be like picking a side, right? And that will definitely not be neutral. All the arguments that you made, you are speaking for the side that you support, right? That might not help you to make a good judgment. When the things that you are going to do, let's say you are doing a very important things, you have to make important decisions. You have to come back. You have to. Last time I said you make yourself devil's advocate, right? This time you have to go out. You have to pull yourself out from that role, right? You have to come back to be a neutral judge. You have to consider the arguments from 2 sides. You cannot be biased. You have to consider the arguments that you have made when you are the devil's advocate. You have also to consider the arguments made by the AI or other people, right? So that you can be neutral, okay? You can be like, you don't fool by any party. This is important because when we are into that devil's advocate's role, we will be biased, right? That is good to be a lawyer, to be an advocate, but not to be a judge. That role is not helping you to make good decisions. Okay, that's why we have to come back. We have to come back to the original questions, right? But after the whole process, after you ask the 3 plus 5 questions, after becoming the devil's advocate, you will have a deeper understanding of the topic. So it helps you to be a better judge. In the English common law jurisdiction, a lot of countries use this English common law method system in their court. for example, Malaysia, Singapore, Pakistan, Hong Kong, you know, in this kind of English common law jurisdiction, the judge, you can't be a judge. You can be a small judge, the magistrate, as a fresh grade. It's possible, but as a fresh grade, it's not possible to be a senior judge, the judge in the Supreme Court. It's not possible because the court in the High Court, in the Supreme Court, okay, will be okay. All those judge, how to be a judge in those kind of high court, those kind of high level courts, you have to be a lawyer first. So what I'm explaining is that to be a judge, you need to be a lawyer. To be a good judge, you need to first to be a good lawyer first, because that is a learning process, right? That is a very good learning process for you to be a. It's the good for me. It's the good training for you to be a lawyer first. Then that will be the best training for you to be a judge, right? This is also the same for anything you want to learn. You put yourself in a role. You become the devil's advocate. Then you can be more proactive, taking initiative to debate. After becoming the devil's advocate, you come back, right, to be the neutral judge. Then the previous process will help you to make a better decision. And also one more thing, the neutral judge, this role is very important in the final stage when you want to make decision, as what I said just now. This role, neutral judge, is also very important for you in the very beginning of learning a topic, because you don't have any basic understanding about concept yet. That's why you need to be like a neutral judge. We have to be fair to all the parties, all the school of thought. You have to be like the sponge. Is that called a sponge? That you use to wash your dishes, the sponge. You have to be like a sponge. Try to accept, try to learn, try to understand everything that comes to your mind about this topic, right? Only until you have enough of understanding of a topic, then only you become a devil's advocate, right? After becoming devil's advocate, then only you become a neutral judge to make a decision. So the process is like becoming a small judge, right? The magistrate first. Then you become a lawyer, the devil's advocate. Then only you become the Supreme Court judge, right? The neutral judge. This is very similar to the English common law jurisdiction system, right? I think it's the same thing. When we want to learn, we can employ the method, the methodology, you know, the debating technique, all those things used in court. We can use it in our learning, in our daily life, right? Okay, 9 minutes. Okay, good. So these are all about making good questions. This will be the last episode about this topic, right? Maybe 1 year later I will come back to this. I don't know, but for now it will be the last episode about questioning, right? So I hope everybody learn something from these 4 episodes, and then use it in your learning, use it in your daily life, right? You know, I make YouTube videos. Who do you think will benefit more? Is that you or me? I make this YouTube video actually to benefit myself, because I want to learn new things. I want to share with you. This can facilitate me to learn new things. This can facilitate me to improve my speech, improve my speaking skills. This will also help me. That's all. These are the two benefits that I get. I can learn new things. I can learn the speaking skills. Yeah. So, what is this called? This is about Feynman method, right? When we learn things, we learn and we teach. When you teach, that will be like the second times that you learn something. That will be like revising for what you have learned last time. And this revising process will be even like double more effective than the first time you learn, right? So I like the Feynman method and use it to make my YouTube video. So I hope you can do this also. And if you're interested, please comment down. If you are interested about the Feynman method, I'm going to talk about it also in the future. Okay? So the next episode will be more interesting. Stay tuned.